3, welcome back for another Essex Plays at Home video, and today in the craft hut we're going to be painting a sloth. So there are a few things that you're going to need. You are going to need a canvas, you're going to need some white paint, yellow, green, black, and brown, and an array of paintbrushes. So grab your materials and come join me. Just some reminders before we start. To make the paint go further, keep your brushes damp. Keep your brushes in a cup of water to prevent them from drying out between uses, and mix only small amounts of paint at a time to conserve the paint you've been given. So we're first going to start with a background, and we're going to take our green and we're going to lighten it with white paint. And you're going to slowly add more green to your mixture to darken the edges of the canvas. So the middle of the canvas is going to be a lighter green, and around the edges is going to be darker green. To get this darker green around the edges, you're going to add a teeny tiny amount of black paint to your darker green. Remember to only use a little amount of black. So now we're going to start our branch. So you're going to take your darker brown, and when painting the branch, keep the center part thinner, as that's where Mr. Sloth will be hanging out. you're going to mix your white paint with your lighter brown to reach a light sandy color. Mix only small amounts at a time. And just below the smaller branch pieces, you will take our sandy color and make a circle and fit it in as our sloth's head. After you finish the head, you're then going to make a long oval beside the head for the body of Mr. Sloth. Then you will fill in the body with the sandy color brown that you have made. From the body, we will create his legs by painting over the branch in the front and the back, getting smaller as you move to his feet. Create his other legs on the other side of the branch in a similar way. Keep them just a bit smaller. With your black paint and smallest paintbrush, you will then create his little claws, 3 claws per foot. With your white paint, you will then outline his face on his head. Next, you're going to mix your light brown paint with your white and add some fur to his body. Add a dark brown tuft of hair to the top of his head. Using that same brown, add some quick brush strokes to the rest of his body for texture. For branches and vines, you're going to use dark brown and dark green. Dark green, you'll need to have a teeny tiny amount of black added. Remember, only a little amount of black added to your green paint. You can put your vines and leaves anywhere you would like. There's no specific spot for them to go. green with some added yellow to brighten them. Add some accents to your leaves using the other green colors. Now add some dark green leaves in and continue adding leaves wherever you like. Remember, it's your masterpiece. Using your light brown, add in the outline of his eyes. Then you're going to take black paint to do his nose and his mouth. Time for the nose and mouth. Get that black paint ready. Now using white paint, go back to the eyes and add a white circle in the middle. Now is the time to touch up any areas, leaves or other things, to give the white paint a minute to dry before adding a black pupil. Now using the other end of your paintbrush, dip it into black paint and use for his pupils. Now you can fill in any areas you feel are empty with more vines and leaves. Remember, it's your masterpiece. Make it unique to you. Thanks for joining me in the craft hut, and I hope you enjoyed painting the sloth. Catch you in the next video.